Welcome to From Poundland to Paradise, your monthly guide to all things Walsall FC. I'm Craig, he's Joe, and let's get stuck into a stellar September for the Saddles. So, Joe, how you doing?
Not too bad, thanks. Just very tired.
Oh, yeah. Well, how old is the little one now?
She's only 4.5 months, so yeah.
Oh, time
still
flies,
all very new, but yeah, still time flies, definitely.
Time flies, eh?
And it does when you're a Walsall fan, you know, because it flies when you're having fun, and we're certainly having some
We
fun.
are having some fun right now. Bit of deja vu from last season, but it's been a bit of a weird month because neither of us have managed to get to many games because between I had a trip to Nuremberg for a family thing, then I had bronchitis, which I'm barely recovered from now, to be fair.
Oh man,
You got the little one.
yeah.
So it's it's been a bit of a mad month for that. But we're doing well. Knowing our luck, now next month, once we get straight back into going all the time, we'll just fall off a cliff and lose every game. Innit?
No.
Let's go.
Not allowed. But yeah, it's been an incredible month again. August was great as well, but I think this is actually even better. Scoring more. Yeah, brilliant.
Just wish I
Can't
could
be
have
happy.
seen more of it in person, but
Same.
what can you do? That's life. Anyway, how are we feeling then as we reach the end of the second month of the season? So we're about a fifth of the way through the season now. Obviously, we're top of the league.
Yeah.
How would you say you're feeling? Are you feeling cautiously optimistic, or still pretty scarred, or what?
I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to forget. So you never can get wrapped up in the whole. Oh, we're top now, so you know we can win the league, and looking at everything like, oh, we can win the league, but you know you've got to still be happy when it's going right. So you know, for now I'm very happy and optimistic, but there's always in the back of my mind, you know, we can always fall off a cliff because no one can forget last season, can they? So
We'll win the league with ease, and Matt Sadler is the best manager in the history of the NFL.
He's gonna manager of the season, EFL, Matt Sadler, 2025.
I was on with Daz Hale again the other day on WM, and he was asking about like, you know, there's still scars and this and that, and it's like,
oh yeah.
like we were saying before recording, unless we are literally mathematically promoted, I'm not getting gassed up for anything after what happened last year.
There's just no way, because you know anything can happen. So
I'm still a bit prickly about it, to be honest. Like I'm obviously overjoyed with how things are going, but you know, all is not completely forgiven.
No.
Sadler needs to see it all the way out to the end, show
That's it.
that he's learned his lessons, and then we can finally put all that. I would put it behind us then and just be happy.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I'd be happy with him in League One and that, and yeah.
But you know,
But we'll see. Until it gets to that, you never know.
we'll see. But let's have a look then at the results for September. We started off on the 2nd with a Football League trophy away game against Shrewsbury. Them horrible Shrews. And we won 3-1. Played the second stringers. I'm sure they did as well. But to be fair, their squad's so horrific, it's hard to even know what is and isn't first and second string.
Guaranteed relegation, second string.
They're doing the
God.
Forest Green special, and they're going, you know, double relegation, it looks
double
like.
relegation, I reckon.
But, you know,
Goodbye.
early days, we'll see. Maybe they can turn it around. But anyway, they are very poor right now, and we put them to the sword with a 3-1 win.
Definitely. They had a lot of chances, though, but yeah, we dominated, and some beautiful goals.
They did. They hit the bar.
But
there you go. Goals from Finnegan and Adoma. One of 3 in the month of Adoma coming on and going 1-on-1 with the keeper and side-footing him past him, basically. He does that every game. It's so good.
It's incredible. We just love to see it, man. That formula is just beautiful. It must be something. I don't know. It must be something they've worked on to get him on kind of late-ish, be right next to that last defender, and then as soon as he gets a ball coming over, he's just sprinting and just putting all his energy into it because he's got a full tank because he's never playing too many games or coming on too early, you know. So, mate, it's amazing. It's amazing.
It's perfect in games where we're winning by 1 goal, which seems to be every time it happens. So in this, or we're sort of either we're level or it's, you know, 1-1 or 2-1 or
Yeah,
or 3-2 or something, and they're
He just
pushing
puts
to
us
get an
over.
equaliser or they're pushing to get a goal.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
It's
definitely.
perfect, and then they have like literally everyone in our half, and then he just sits on the halfway line and just it's like
it's
FIFA or
amazing.
something.
Yeah, because
So class.
we've got Presley just doing all that he would have to do, or that he had to do last year, or Matt had to do last year because of the low gap. But
Oh yeah, Adoma in the end
looking
don't
great.
really have to do anything. I mean, he comes on for the
That's
last little bit, and all he has to do is just sit on the shoulder of the defender, like you said, wait for the ball to come over the
perfect.
top, and the finish is always there because the quality is so high. And then we've polished it off with a goal from Jed Okeke, which I think was one of the last transfers we made in the window from Stockport, I think, on loan, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him since. Not even on the bench, I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did he
is
come
he
on
alive?
in that
What's
game?
going on?
He must have came on.
He came on
didn't
late, I
start,
think, yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Think so,
Yeah. Because I'd be surprised if he started and scored and then didn't see anything else of it. But, it just goes to show how good our squad is, and he just wants to keep. I guess he's scarred as well, Sadler, so he's starting to learn to use his subs and
his squad.
And he's just use his squad overall, and just have a nice bolstered out squad.
At least in this case.
Yeah.
But then we
For now.
returned to league action on September the 6th to beat Chesterfield 1-0 at home. Now, this was the third 1-0 win over a huge side in a row. So we had Salford, MK Dons, and then Chesterfield. So I think there's going to be plenty of good results in this month, but that was probably the best one because it's showed us again putting away a team who will be challenging for promotion. So
1,000%. Man.
goal for Kanu. Was it his first or maybe his second?
It was an early one, yeah. He hadn't scored that much by then. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, he must have scored before.
Lakin red card.
Crazy. That referee was diabolical. They all are, but remember that guy, man.
We were at that game where we were absolutely raging.
Everything, man. He was trying to give Chester everything. He was Sturk's mate when so it's just one of them, like.
We were raging so hard about how Paul Cook was basically like directing the game.
He was in the centre circle, just like, yo, lads, do this. Like, he was that far into the pitch, like screaming constantly.
The officials would
God.
someone would go down and they'd look over. Paul, was that a foul, Paul?
So, Paul, what's your take on this?
Absolutely unreal.
As an official,
obviously Sturkey's big return, the little scrub. Look at him! He did nothing.
He did do nothing. Yeah,
we
totally
obviously trolled the
shit. They play pretty well though because they are very good, and that's I guess that's what we see. When we are up against really good teams, we're not conceding, thankfully, but we are just getting it over the line, and we might not dominate the whole game, but we can hold it.
Well, later in the month, we start to see that trend starting to change a little bit, and the goals are starting to come now, which means, which makes me very optimistic. But at this stage in the season, it was that thing we've talked about over and over that Sadler loves either playing against, big teams from other divisions or big games with our rivals in our league where he can sit back and sort of grind out a 1-0. That is his dream, basically. And he's really good at it. He's poor when he's playing against a shit team and is expected to...
he was.
But like I said, that looks like it's changing now, which we'll come on to. But in this case, you go down to 10 men, you're against one of the best teams in the league, against one of the best managers, to grind out the 1-0 win. I mean, you can't ask for anything more than that. I'm not going to criticise him for that. He shouldn't have been flying forward or anything.
1,000%.
And the ref was on their team, so it weren't easy.
Yeah, he's just really starting to play each game as they should. But I always said this anyway, he was inexperienced. He's got more experience now, so if you can do it this time, then. But yeah, like you said, happy days.
Yeah, is this his third season? He's a young man.
I'm nearing myself now. I'm so optimistic. I'm so optimistic.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that.
Because I don't want my dreams to rodden again. Oh, man.
Well, the optimism came down a tiny bit, not much, but only a tiny bit, when we went away the following weekend on the 13th to Fleetwood and ground out a 1-1 draw. It's another Kanu goal and a decent point on the road. I mean, Fleetwood are probably not going to pull up too many trees, but
they're not
any
bad.
away point is decent.
Yeah, it's away, and it's a hard place to go. They're not a bad team. I mean, they might be mid-table, but that all count. All these games count. It doesn't matter how shit they are. So we've got to win everything and try and win everything. We did well.
It keeps the unbeaten run going as well.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the main thing.
And points on the board. Yeah, I'm more or less happy with it. Definitely.
Then we came back home on the 20th to face Tranmere. And this one was like Even though I think they're in the bottom half of the table, I think they've got a decent squad this year, Tranmere, and they might not be a bad shout for like a dark horse playoff place. So I thought this could be a tough game.
Yeah.
And to end up winning 4-2
it's crazy.
was very, very nice.
Yeah, very nice. I'm just thinking about these last 2 games. I'm so gutted we couldn't go to them. Like, oh, man.
Yep. The Tranmere and the Bristol Rovers one, which will be in the next pod. Man. We're recording this on the Monday after the 2-1 win over Bristol Rovers.
But that's bang for your buck, you know what I mean? Those games, like 6 goals, man.
That's it.
I mean, I think we went 1-0, then 1-0, then we went 2-1, then 2-2, and then I think it might have then gone 3-1
and then they made it 3-2, I think, and then we made it 4-2, but I can't remember.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. Because that was when Adoma scored that his kind of formula goal, it seems.
To sort of, because they were pushing to get an equaliser.
They were trying really hard to get that
Which basically seems to be how it always happens. Either we're winning by 1 goal or we're drawing, and either way, like, given Sadler's mentality, even though the goals are flowing, he still can't completely break his ways. So, like, whether we're drawing or winning narrowly, it's still going to be, let's hold on to this win.
Yeah.
But the difference is now we're being so clinical with these late goals from Adoma on the break that we're putting teams away.
And Carney's angles as well.
When you look at it 4-2, it looks like, God, so attacking. I mean, this Walsall, they just attack constantly. It's like, we still don't. Like, even when we beat Bristol Rovers at the weekend 2-1, we had like 30% possession. We're still playing Sadler ball.
I noticed that.
But they're just, the players are actually good and can score goals.
Well, that's it. Yeah. From the chances that we get, we're putting them away. Basically,
we're putting them away. There is obviously the concern that, like, if that starts to dry up, and you're only creating 3 chances a game and you're scoring all of them, it's a bit like you probably need to be creating a few more so you can afford to miss some. But
definitely,
anyway,
definitely.
On this Tranmere game, another thing before we get to there was a Carnu goal again, and the late Adoma special again where he runs in last man off the defender, side foots it past the goalie, does the old man Zimmer frame celebration. But before all that, 2 more Evan Weir wonder goals. Oh my
Incredible.
God!
He scored 3 times already this season, and they're just all each goal and just worldies. You know what I mean?
Taylor Allen, eat your heart out. Oh my God!
Yeah, man, he's coming for you.
That left peg, the free kick again, and then the
unreal.
Half volley. Oh my days!
Striding through and just. Boom, everyone's just like, what?
He is unplayable when he gets to strike off on that left peg.
Yeah, it's insane.
We said before recording, thank God they didn't just buy another like a left-sided centre back that they wanted instead of they got that Cox kid as a backup to Weir. It looks like when Weir had a knock early in the season, I was thinking, oh my God, they're going to end up like not playing him, aren't they? Even though all through last season, even. I was shouting like, "Give him more games." Not saying that Alan shouldn't have played, obviously, but like there was room for rotation.
And rotation, so yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and I thought, oh my God, he's not going to trust him again, even though he's clearly so sick. But he has, and now I think, he's one of the first names on the team sheet. I think you'd be nuts not to be playing him now every week.
100%, man. He's just crazy talented.
Unbelievable.
But do you think because in the Chesterfield game, Lakin getting sent off made him miss those 2 games? And we were letting him more goals because he does do a lot. He's one of those players that you might not see him, and we haven't got like songs about him because he's not scoring as much. He does score though. He has scored already a couple of, or at least once this season.
Yeah, but anyway, he does these doggies as well. Yeah,
he's more in that kind of like defensive kind of.
It's true to be fair because the midfield can be quite.
And we didn't have Jealous. And we didn't have Jealous. So maybe that was kind of
maybe Warrington and.
Yeah,
what's the? God, why can't I remember his name?
Yeah, it's terrible. And I'm all new. And
Finnegan.
That's it.
Maybe they're a bit less on the sort of on the working hard side.
Yeah.
So maybe there could be something in that, but who knows? Really, it's hard to say. But to be honest, I'll happily all day long take us conceding more goals and scoring more.
Oh, definitely.
Every football fan would rather win 4-2 than 1-0. I mean, you're mad if you don't. That's crazy.
Yeah, every time, man. Every time. So
you know. Happy days.
Man, I'm happy either way. So Lakin comes back for Accrington, doesn't he?
I think so, yeah. He would have, absolutely.
Because we still didn't have Jealous.
Because he would have been gone for
so all these games on
Jealous came off
well,
did he come off the bench at the weekend against Bristol Rovers, or did he start?
He came off the bench,
Yeah, he came off the bench. Which I'm fine with, to be fair, because again, it's just you got loads of options. You can rotate them all. I'm not mad with who does and doesn't play right now.
Same.
There's the great thing about that midfield in a way is that none of them are like expendable. None of them are like, if he doesn't play with.
Yeah.
Like, even Conley's done all right when he's come in.
Well, that's where we were at, and that's why, having Lakin and Jellis out, it might have changed our results, but they were still positive.
Exactly. So, we'll never know 100% what's caused it all, but we ended up then on the 27th of September away at Accrington, 3-1 win. Lovely goal from Flint from a corner.
Oh, man. Finally getting in there with his classic header, man.
Yeah, exactly.
We've all wanted to see that. So
he said in the post-match that he hopes he can get a few more.
Yeah, that would be great for our...
I hope so too. It's really useful.
For our what's called set plays and that, and getting more goals in that way.
I think even when he don't score from set plays, though, he often he's the reason other people do because there's 2 or 3 men on him.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. He just draws them defenders.
He said in the post match after the Accrington game that
especially now,
it's hard. He said, "I'm not making excuses, but there's 2 or 3 people on me every time, and it's hard because he's so massive."
Yeah.
But the good thing is then it just means the likes of Burke and stuff can just swoop in and have a nice little header.
And we've seen that a lot of times. Yeah,
but I mean, Flint, everything he does in terms of leadership, organising the defence, just what
incredible.
Presley gets on the score sheet, much deserved because his hold-up play has been fantastic.
Yeah, it's been insane. It's low, but without the goals, honestly.
Or like Matt, but good. How can I... Matt at his very best, and I don't even know if at his very best he could
Presley's
really
unreal.
do what
That's
Presley
what we were
does.
saying, basically. He's fucking sick. And I'm just so happy that he's getting on the score sheet because that's what he wants. At the end of the day, he's going to be happy with wins and stuff like that, but he's a striker for a reason. He wants to score. So
every striker wants to score
for him, man.
And so not only is his hard work's paying off in bringing people like Carnu and Lakin and that into the game, but he also got his own goal and another late Adoma Zimmer French celebration.
Typical style, man. So good.
Where he's just hanging on the halfway line. I mean, sooner or later you'd think the teams will figure that out. But then at the same time, what can you do if you're 2-1 down and you need to push for a goal?
I know all your players are knackered because they've basically been playing the whole game.
You could leave more players back, but you're just not going to have as much chance of scoring a goal, are you? So you roll the dice.
Yeah.
And when they do roll the dice, Adoba's always ready for the... And as long as the clearance is good into his path, then...
As long as someone that's got the ball in that position sees Adoma with only one man next to him, it's just straight to him. And that's it. It's game over, basically.
Game over. Well,
love it.
So for September, then that was 5 games: 1 in the Football League Trophy, 4 in League 2. We picked up 10 league points from an available 12, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
12 goals scored, 5 against. So I mean, really, you can't complain. And since then, at the weekend on the 4th of October, we also won 2-1 at home to Bristol Rovers, who. I think have a very decent, very tidy team with some really good players in there. And
definitely. Well,
they were the Walsall FC returning gang as well, weren't they? Because they had the
of course.
They had the Mex Refender as their coach riding back on his steed to try and silence the critics.
Yeah,
and they had Ellis Harrison. They had Alfie
That's who I was trying to think of,
Chang. I think they might have even had a couple more on the bench. I forgot.
So loads. To be fair.
And that could have been. That's an obvious banana.
Let us know if you gave them stick, lads. By the way, because
of course they did.
We sadly
were there.
Yeah, we wish we were there.
The old Daryl Clark songs going.
We couldn't be. So yeah.
But we'll go on. We'll touch on that in more detail when we do our October pod. But obviously, it's a great result, and and by no means an easy one to get.
Not at all. Yeah. So
I mean, the Bestcott is starting to look like the real Fortress Bestcott at this point, mate. It's very Fortress-like.
We're getting back to it.
Let's do Player of the Month.
Ooh.
Do you want to do the 1, 2, 3 thing after 3 or?
Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Yeah. Okay. You do it. You call it.
1, 2, 3. Presley.
Oh,
okay.
Interesting.
For all we didn't have the same one.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah. I think, I don't know, I'm just so happy with Weir in that game. But
me too. I'm happy with Weir. It doesn't mean Weir's not good. They're all amazing.
Of course.
It's hard.
It's just the quality of his goals as well, man. Oh, God.
You're right. I mean, he's been unbelievable.
Unbelievable, man. And his defensive work, of course. So, yeah, it's Presley.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Weir's been. I mean, his goals are just outstanding. His technique when he did the long diagonal switches, crosses, everything he does is brilliant. Great at the back, great from set pieces defensively. But even though I love him, I've loved Warrington's been really good in the midfield. I think Harper's been brilliant.
Harper's been
since he had to come in to replace Hancock. Because remember, I actually wanted Harper to be the starter after seeing him in pre-season, and then he didn't get a sniff, and it was all about Hancock. Hancock did brilliant, so what can you say? And then, gets injured, and you're thinking, hopefully Harper's going to be able to step up, and I mean, he's been outstanding. Barrett's been back to his best, so it is really hard, but I'm just going to edge it for Presley, I think, just because I think the way he holds the ball up, the way he lets us get out from that pressure that we're always under because of the sort of, the way we still kind of play. Despite scoring 4 goals a game, we're still doing a bit of Sadler ball quite a lot where we don't really have much possession. We're camped in our half a lot. And you really need, instead of when you hoof it, we love him, but Jamil Matt loves to just throw himself to the ground or just throw his hands up, and he hasn't got the legs or the physicality for it. So Presley's young, he's strong, he's got loads of energy, and he's just holds the ball up. He's got great touch, brings players in, and it lets our defenders sort of rest a little bit. And if we can keep him fit by making sure we rotate him, crucially, so we don't end up relying on Jamil Matt for the last 2 months of the season or something if he gets crocked in March, then I think Presley's going to be key. And he's my player of the month. But
definitely, he's absolutely amazing. Couldn't be happier for him scoring as well. Like you say, the work that he does not scoring is totally integral to how many goals we're getting, So, his spirits are going to be up. Can't wait to see more of him. And like you said, we're not going to go into Bristol, but 2 goals as well, man. 2
goals from against Bristol Rovers, so he's up to 3 along with Carnu now.
That's it. And Weir's got 3. And everyone's got loads of goals coming from everywhere. So super happy right now.
We've talked about how the great form of pretty much everyone in the league, in the team. I mean, you keep forgetting. I mean, Miles Roberts has been good as well. I know that some of these goals conceded numbers aren't like outstanding, but I think he's making some good saves. I think he's doing well, and his distribution's good. I
think the goals that they're scoring, not worldies like last season, but they've been good goals that, and he's made enough great saves in each game, you know what I mean? To say that, well, fair enough, one's got to go in.
A couple of headers from 5 yards out are going to get through. If the defenders let a guy have a header from 5 yards out, I mean, you can't save all of them. So
that's it.
There's no one to complain about. And I mean, as we mentioned, we had those 3 1-0 wins in a row against, big teams. And then we followed it up with 4 goals, 3 goals, 2 goals.
Yeah.
So now we're starting to hit the back of the net as well.
That's it.
It's looking really promising. Crazy. And I think one of the reasons why is that Sadler has definitely learned some lessons in that he doesn't seem to be as dogmatic with the Sadler ball, and he's finally learned his lessons about the subs after a year and a half of every single game, 60 minutes, the same 2 subs every time, super predictable, like no sort of, innovation at all. He's definitely changed that, and now we're making subs at different times of the game, different players for different reasons. So we just gotta hope it continues. But do you think he's learned enough for us to get it over the line this time?
Something we need to touch on for September, but this lends to what I'm going to say, which is, I think he has, to be honest. Because we've seen all his, I mean, not all of them, because he's still playing quite defensively, but the really annoying thing, which was not using his squad, not using the bench and that, so that's definitely not a thing anymore, so I'm optimistic about that, definitely. And he brought in, forgive me, I can't remember his name.
Chris Powell?
Yeah, he brought in some more coaching stuff.
Gary Waddock got an ankle injury.
Experience. Oh, really?
Which I think, or a hamstring. He got an injury, which shows you just how active these poor old coaches have to be on the training ground. I assume they just stand about in trackies at all, but he's right in there.
Yeah.
Bless him. And because of that, he's picked up an injury. So,
fair play.
And I mean, you could do a lot worse than Chris Powell to come in as a sort of backup, assistant manager, so to speak. So
unreal, man. Yeah,
we'll wait and see what he can bring to the table in terms of set pieces and defending and stuff. I mean, he's done it at the highest level. So
that's it. Yeah. So reading the articles on that, I was just like, nah.
Thanks for
this
bringing
is
that up. I
amazing.
totally forgot about that.
That's all right, but yeah, that gives me more confidence in Sadler's growth, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully he'll learn
he's
a lot
going
from
to
him.
grow under this guy. I think this has probably happened for the best. Maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure Waddock's been doing an amazing job up to now anyway. So, I mean, you can't blame him even for last year. Probably a lot of the good stuff that happened last year was him. Because he's not the one who decides to play Conor Barrett for 65 games in a row, you know what I mean? So he's just the one who trains them out to be good, and he did that.
But it's like giving him different ingredients to cook with, you know what I mean?
There you go.
Sadler's getting all these new experiences. Yeah, he might not implement everything, but at least he's like seeing like, oh, he said to do that and we won. Okay, yeah, I might do that. You know what I mean? It's just simple shit, but you know.
I think he will, he's undoubtedly learned a lot from Waddock. He'll probably learn a lot from Powell as well.
Yeah, it's going to be
which
great.
is fantastic.
The only thing I'm really worried about this season is losing Kanu or Presti getting injured or both or something like that, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
I think they'll just spend the money in January if that does happen anyway.
I think that...
Who knows? They might not be available.
Like you say, the squad is really nicely balanced everywhere else, I think. Yeah, obviously, you wouldn't love to lose Flint.
No, that would be
obviously replace him with Farquhar, and I mean, that wouldn't be great.
I don't see that.
But other than that, in terms of if you lose Burke or really, you'd like those three to be fit, obviously, of course.
Yeah.
But if they're not, there are at least some options there.
Yeah.
With Farquhar, and I mean, I don't really love the look of Cox, to be honest. The times I've seen him, I found him to be pretty poor.
But I feel like our defensive discipline is good overall, although we have let in a couple more than we'd like to.
I mean, now you say it, to be fair, I was thinking I'm only worried about the strikers, but now actually, I put it this way, midfield, no worries whatsoever.
Yeah, of course, midfield's a lot.
Like, there's so many players who are capable.
So sorted for that, yeah.
And obviously, in terms of the strike partnership, it's amazing. But then when the drop-off is big, because Adoma's great coming on late, Matt's basically non-existent this season, which is probably for the best. So, I mean, if those two were gone, or one of them, and you're starting Adoma every game and stuff, that's going to get tough.
Yeah,
so
it's going to get tough.
That, I mean, God forbid if they were both got injured, it would completely transform. It would destroy the team. But that is the case for everyone. I mean, what good team can afford to lose?
It just seems to happen to us a lot. You know what I mean? It seems to happen to us a lot. So
mostly because we loan all the players. That's why.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's where the squad comes in, because we can't fully trust it. You know, even when it's comparatively fine, you know, and just normal as any other team in League Two. But most other teams are like loaning a lot of players and especially like little young strikers and stuff like that. So it's like,
everyone
can happen to everyone. But
I think as long as Presley, as long as he manages his time well and gives him some breaks against some, you know, like, you know, the Crawleys of the world, for example. I mean, Adoma could start maybe.
Matt started.
Exactly. But that was in the cup, but I mean in the league as well.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Right now we don't need to. It's still really early days, so obviously it's fine. Presley and Kanu can play every weekend. It's fine.
Yeah.
But we need to know he's learned that lesson, because when you get into
Yeah.
January and February and he's still playing them every week, you just ask him, you tempt him fate.
I'm thinking when all the, because we've had quite sparse months to start with, so it's going to be ramping up and there's going to be loads of games back to back Tuesdays and Saturdays. So
that's when you need to be clever enough to see, we've got, you know, Crawley at home or someone like that who, you know, with all due respect, are not going to be pushing for the title.
Yeah.
That's when you might want to start Adoma instead of Presley, for example, or even Matt instead of Kanu.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see another striker brought in January for that reason.
Definitely for cover, 100%.
Because we've only got 4. I mean, why did we let a Manchi necessarily go? I don't know why. I mean,
I don't know either.
I feel like he would have been an alright option.
Do you think maybe it's like,
he's
we're
on
not
loan,
using him
isn't
now?
He? So
Exactly. We could bring him back if something happens to our loan.
To be fair, that's not a bad shout as well, because you keep him fit. He's playing all the time, isn't he?
Precisely.
So when you come back in, because then I think for me he goes in then at number 3 in the pecking order for coming off the bench, and him and Adoma are there ready, and then Matt is the last resort.
Yeah.
We probably need another centre back, because like I said, I mean, Farquharson for Burke is fine, I think.
Yeah.
But Flint for anyone is horrifying.
Yeah.
Weir for Cox is a massive drop off, I think.
Yeah, no. It's not good, man.
But again, like you said, though, you're not going to get anyone anywhere near as good as Flint to be a backup, obviously, of course not. That's the whole point. He's one of the best centre backs in the league.
And defenders are more solid and they don't really get up that much, so they're kind of just less prone to those kind of injuries and recalls and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I don't know. But then again, I said that, and then Harry Williams last season got the mad injury and we were pretty reliant on him. But that brings me on to this season, and he did an interview recently, so I feel like they're kind of saying, "Oh, look, we've got Harry Williams. He'll be coming back soon." So, and he's class,
you're
man.
right.
So
to be
it's
fair,
like,
obviously, I mean,
when he gets fit, it's game over, man.
I mean, for me, when he comes, because it's been a big injury, a
Expensive.
lengthy layoff. So for me, honestly, when he comes back, I'm drip feeding him as a Flint reserve because it's a similar kind of player. Big,
in the ones
tall,
where you would
organiser.
rotate the front, the top
I'm
of the
definitely
field.
not putting him in for Weir, which I
Rotate
bet
the back.
Sadler will probably be tempted to.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he's
Yeah.
always loyal as well to ship players. I mean, please be loyal to the Weir. He's class.
Yeah. Weir is.
The
he's young
amount
and
you
he
would
needs all these
lose
games.
from that, not just in the
Yeah.
defence, but like every time you get a free kick on the edge of the box,
Mm.
if he's out the team, it's no chance of going in. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
They could. Yeah. Well, we got.
Chellis is all right.
Yeah.
Leggin's all right. But are you
We
actually
could get
going,
some, but
rubbing your hands together?
maybe.
Nah.
Yeah,
If
but
we're
with
standing
Weir,
over it, you're like, oh my God, it's a goal.
Here we go.
It's class.
Yeah,
And the
so-
corners, everything he does, that left peg is just to die
But
for.
Flint might
Keep
be
him.
in. Like, you need to keep an eye on his fitness, and you don't want to gas him out and stuff like that. We need him fit all the time. So
I feel a lot more
for the
relaxed now
big
you
games.
brought up Williams. I literally forgot he was alive.
Yes. I forgot as well. And as we were talking, I'm like,
Forgot that he
Williams.
was a living human. So.
that's it. When they go out for too long, and the squad always changes.
Well, then,
it's crazy.
to be fair, then
Can't
it's
keep
just
up.
the striker that we need to shore up then
Yeah.
in January because
Mm.
Barrett has got Brown waiting in the wings, who, bless him, never gets a chance, even though, again,
Oh,
brilliant
God,
every time
yeah.
he gets a chance.
Exactly. Yeah.
And obviously with Harper, he's already in there for Hancock.
Mm.
If Hancock's going to be out for 5 months or something, they said, didn't they? So you're just going to hope
deal.
maybe that he'll be back in January or February and we won't need to bring in another left back. But
Yeah.
it's just up front, really, where Charlton could bring back Carnu.
Yeah.
Again, we're having this conversation. How
I don't
is
want
this
to have
possible?
this conversation,
But
but you never
you've
know.
got
It's
to
football,
think it's unlikely. I mean, of all the times, this is the least likely. Surely.
Surely, man.
I mean, they're like in and around the
Mid-table.
playoffs in the championship.
They can't be needing to recall.
I mean,
him
even
unless
when
something
Stoke brought back
catastrophic.
Lowe, that was the dumbest shit ever that just totally curtailed his development and probably like cost him
Yeah,
his career
yeah, it's crazy.
at the level he could have got. I honestly think there's a chance. You never know how these butterfly effect things happen. Like,
Yeah,
will
well,
Lowe
that's
ever
it.
get to where he could have gone?
That's
we'll
what
never know.
It can happen, and
We'll
it
have to
did
wait
happen.
and see.
So let's just pray it doesn't happen to us
So
again.
surely Charlton wouldn't do something similar when they have even
please, no.
less reason to do it.
Because we've already had it.
Oh.
Okay, if you think about it this way, we've already had Stuttle get injured and go back. So technically, we've had one on loan striker that we were thinking we had for the whole season recalled. So we can't have another one. Surely we've actually had one already.
Yeah, well, I mean,
what
I
happened
guess
last
it all
season
comes
has already
down.
happened.
I don't know if
earlier.
there could be anything in the contract to rule it out, which you'd hope.
Oh God.
But I'm sure it's more just that it would depend on Charlton if they wanted that, and surely they won't want it.
Surely not.
So we'll wait and see on that. But anyway, before we get out of here, let's have we look at the fixtures for October then. So in October we've got 6 games because we've got 2 in the Football League Trophy. It starts on the 4th of October. That means it's already started. 2-1 win over Bristol Rovers at home in the league. And then we're recording this today on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow night we're at home to Northampton in the Football League Trophy.
Yeah.
Then at the weekend on the 11th we go away to Crawley.
Mm-hmm.
On the 18th, a week later, we're back at home against Barrow. Week after that, we're away on the 25th at Cheltenham. Mickey Flynn's gone now, isn't he, I think?
Yeah, he got sacked.
He finally got sacked. bless
And
him.
he said in his post, he's like leaving interview or whatever, he was just saying how like he said it's the worst crop of players that he's ever had to deal with.
That's amazing, bro. Talk about throwing them under the bus. I love it.
man.
It's
They are
funny as
shit,
well
but
because they were
I
all.
think they actually won.
They were all
their last
Walsall
game.
rejects that he signed. Anyways, what's he on about?
Yeah,
So I'm
basically.
signing like 8 Walsall players who are shit, bro.
You signed him, mate.
What are you
Like,
moaning about?
basically, you know what I mean? Like,
He's like,
and I
these
swear-
players are shit. All the ones that I wanted because I managed them at Walsall.
well, they beat Fleetwood 2-0.
Mickey Flynn.
I mean, they did get destroyed by Grimsby. I think that's when he got.
Yeah, they'll
that's
probably
when
have
he
a
got
sick
sacked.
turnaround now, though. Do you know who took over?
Some Donny, to be fair. I'm terrible with managers and that.
Yeah,
but
but-
yeah, managers are. Their new manager is a Don, and I can't remember his name.
Yeah, let's
It'll be
see.
here when it's sorry about the odd.
Oh, Cottrell.
Cottrell, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
to go from Mickey Flynn, who, to be fair, he had that one decent season at Newport, and other than that, he is, League Two trash at best.
Yeah.
Steve Cottrell's an actual,
Bona fide, yeah.
I mean, you got to say, there's some good managers in this league now.
Yeah, there really is.
Between,
there really is.
Holloway and Cook and Cottrell, all these, I wonder if maybe Steve Bruce will get a gig somewhere in League Two now he's been let go by Blackpool.
Maybe.
We had Mark Hughes last year. I mean, look at all these old legends, bro.
Man.
These Championship and Premier League managers.
Yeah, it's mad.
Anyway, so hopefully Steve Cottrell won't perform too many wonders by the time we face them on the 25th.
Mm-hmm.
But then on the 28th, we are at home again in the Football League Trophy against Chelsea under 21.
Oh my God.
Which I'm genuinely gassed for. I'm definitely going to that.
Yeah, let's go, man.
That'll be when it's starting to get nice and chilly.
Mm.
And, depressing, and you got the cup of tea, and there's 1,000 people. They're my favourite games, genuinely, the Football League Trophy games.
Well, I got in when it started getting cold, I was thinking about the games and I bought a massive coat.
Oh,
I bought a huge coat. It's basically a sleeping bag, so I'm going to be on there with my
That's
little
what you need, mate.
cup of tea or something. Bro.
I don't know, there's
Absolutely
something
chilling.
romantic about it. I love watching the steam come up off the cup of tea. I love that no one's there, so you can hear each individual one of us go fucking man on.
Yeah, it's mad. But I love the summer as well. It's weird how
I love that opening day of the
appreciate-
season, sunny, packed, 8,000.
shorts and
I love them are two. Look, I don't like in the middle, 4,500
raining all the time.
type thing.
Yeah.
I like either the two extremes, the packed out. Oh my god, this is it for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Or first game of the season, mad, almost sold out.
Nuts, yeah.
And then I love that cold, dark floodlights
Around
sort
Christmas,
against, under 21s, no one there. Because I don't know, it's nice. You just get to sit and analyse the game. There's no sort of I love not having to care in them games. I don't shout at all.
Interesting.
I can just sit there and be like, oh, that kid looks all right, doesn't he? So anyway,
yeah.
that'll end the podcast for this week. Any final thoughts, Joe?
I think that's it, man.
Covered it all. Subscribe. Tell your mates, and
comment on
subscribe.
what you thought of September as well, definitely.
Yeah.
And let us know what you think October's going to look like.
Yeah, tell us if we're right. Tell us if Mickey Flynn should come into the coaching staff now. Now
as
that he's
the tea
free.
boy, as the water boy. Oh god!
Get the Flintster in.
He makes a good cup of tea, though.
And tell us about Darryl Clark and whether or not he'll ever be able to turn his career around. You know what I mean? Ever since he made the fatal mistake of leaving the boys.
He ever turned? Yeah, exactly.
He's never recovered.
Turn his back on us. Dare turn your back on Walsall.
Don't
Bye.
turn your back on the pod though, and
No.
we'll see you later.
Peace.